Welcome back to Retirement Today. Your co-host here, Jonathan Berglund. With me in the studio, Michael Reese. He's a certified financial planning professional. Been doing this for over 25 years, helping those of you out there in radio land and in person. We love to see people in person as well get to and through retirement confidently with success, right? That's the main thing, getting to and through retirement. And we talked a little bit about maybe some of the things you might consider with your current advisor, and perhaps it's time to get a second opinion here today, and that could be helpful to you.
Yeah, that's a big deal. So there are advisors who help get you to retirement.
Yeah.
They focus on growth and accumulation. The harsh reality, though, is those same advisors often are not the same people that can get you through retirement, because that's a different skill set. Yeah. It's kind of like, when my kids were little and they had to go to the doctor, they'd go to a pediatrician.
Exactly. I was thinking this in my head. Yeah, this is great.
And so as they get older, it's time to graduate to, their regular doctor.
Right. Nothing wrong with the pediatrician. They've done their job, and fulfilled their duty, right? And
yep.
Time to move on.
And that's very similar in our world.
Yep.
The difference is, believe it or not, financial advisors actually have larger egos than doctors. And so they don't tell you these things. Like a pediatrician will say, hey,
that's right.
Hey, you're 25 years old.
Right. There was a cutoff a few years back.
Yeah. Go see someone else. They don't do that in the financial world because, I don't know. But anyway, we talked about some different, we're talking in the show about different indicators that, these are kind of hints about whether or not your advisor is the type of advisor that can get you through retirement.
Right.
And if you do it yourself, the big danger in retirement is you don't know what you don't know. It is that simple. You don't know what you don't know. When you are working and you're trying to grow and accumulate a portfolio, all kinds of information out there. If you have the time and desire to do it yourself, fine, go for it. But once you retire, hey, that's kind of like writing your own legal documents. It's like saying, yeah, I'm not an attorney, but I'm just going to go ahead and write my own trust because I'm going to do the research on that. Yeah, guess what? One little mistake and you invalidate the whole thing and you die and it's too late to do anything about it.
Yep.
Well, when it comes to your financial planning in retirement, one little mistake, next thing you know, where'd all my money go? And it's too late for me to go back to work and get more.
Right. Your time horizon's so much shorter. That's what makes things so much more important, right?
Yeah, they're very compressed.
Yes.
So, all right, so let's talk a little bit about number two. There is in real estate a saying. It goes like this. Let's see if you can get it, Jonathan. Successful real estate investing is all about three words. What are the three words?
Location, location, location. Am I right?
Yes.
Ding,
Ding,
hey,
ding.
how about that?
You have just successfully answered a question on Jeopardy.
You got a candy bar or something, right?
Well, you're supposed to answer the question in the form of a question, I thought.
Oh,
What
yes.
is?
What is?
Yes.
What is?
So it's all about location, location, location.
Yes.
Well, when it comes to retirement planning, we have three words as well. And those three words are income, income, income. Retirement is not about how much money you have in your investment accounts. It's all about the cash flow that they generate. Mm-hmm. Retirement is not about how much equity you have in your rental real estate.
Right.
It's about how much cash flow it generates.
Mm-hmm.
Free net cash flow. Retirement is an income game, a cash flow game, not a how big is my account game. Mm-hmm. I cannot stress that enough. We see that mistake all the time,
yes.
Hey, I've got this rental real estate. It's been a, quote, great investment, unquote.
Right.
Well, how much are you getting in net income? 3%.
That's right, yes.
Lovely.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah, but you're making so much money in capital gains. Guess what? You can't spend capital gains until you do what?
So you sell it.
Sell the stupid thing.
Yep.
But you're sitting there, it's a great investment, I don't want to sell. Well, then you're living on 3% income, which quite frankly, there's a word for it. It starts with S-U. In the middle, there's a C and a K. And at the end, there's another S.
It's coming together for me here.
Yeah. 3% income is not good. It's a losing proposition. You need to do better. So anyway, I want you to think about it like this, right? Let's imagine, think about when you're working. So when you're working, you're working for 30, 40 years, maybe at the same company, maybe different companies, but let's imagine it's all the same company to keep it simple. Every 2 weeks, Jonathan, what happens?
You get this thing called a paycheck.
You get a paycheck. It gets direct deposited these days into your bank account.
Usually, yes. Yeah.
I imagine. I don't know that anybody actually does physical checks anymore.
Very rare, I'd imagine, yeah.
But for the most, great, you get a paycheck every 2 weeks. And, let's say the year is 2013.
Okay.
The market is up 30%.
Yeah.
Does your boss come to you at that point and say, hey, Jonathan, the markets are up 30% this year. Did you see that? We're going to have to give you a 30% pay increase. Is that what happens?
No, that would be nice, but no.
It's not what happens, right? But, if you look at the other way, in 2008, the market was down 37%. In 2008, did your boss come to you and say, oh, Jonathan, bad news.
Right.
The market's getting crushed this year. We're going to have to reduce your income by 37%.
Right. So sorry, right? Yeah.
It's not what happens, right? What happens is you get the same paycheck. It doesn't matter what the stock market's doing. You just get the same paycheck,
Yep.
right? But not really, because over time, you might get maybe an inflation adjustment, might get a little raise for inflation. Maybe you get a promotion, get another raise. So over the years, your income grows. Your paycheck gets larger.
Right.
So essentially when you're working, here's what you've got. You have a steady and stable paycheck that lasts as long as you're working.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, not only is it steady and stable, but it even likely grows over time. Correct?
Yep.
That's a
right.
typical scenario.
Yep.
Now, if that's what, and that works pretty well, does it not?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
If that works so well when you're working, when you choose to retire, don't you kind of want the same thing? Don't you kind of want to say, okay, when I retire, I still want a regular paycheck, but this time maybe it comes from Social Security, maybe it comes from your investments, but we want a regular paycheck that comes every 2 weeks or at least once a month, that is steady, that is stable. You know it's going to be there as long as you are, in this case, not working, but as long as you are living.
Right.
And by the way, gentlemen, as long as both you and your spouse, if married, are living.
Right.
Let's not forget about the ladies. So we want a steady paycheck that is stable, lasts as long as we do and our spouses, and we also want it to probably do what over time?
Maybe grow a little for us, right?
Yeah, maybe grow.
Yeah.
Because it worked, so when we were working, why would we not want the same thing? Oh, when we were working the stock market, when it went up or down, what influence did that have on our paycheck?
None.
None at all. Why would we change that when we're retired? Why would we set up our accounts in such a way that the stock market affects our income? Okay, there's a word for that. That word is stupid. There is no reason for that. Now here's a question. If you are retired, if you're nearing retirement, what's your income plan? If you have an advisor, have they put together a simple, clear, understandable income plan that's going to show you here is how you're going to get your income, here's how you're going to increase your income, and here's how it's going to be steady and stable and last your lifetime, and the stock market's not going to affect the stability of that income. Have they shown you that? By the way, it is not your responsibility to ask them to show that to you. If you are nearing retirement, your advisor, they know you're nearing retirement. It's not your job to say, hey, advisor, should I start looking at an income plan? Oh, yeah, maybe we should. No. It's there. They should have already brought this to you. They should say, hey, you're retiring soon. We need to start putting an income plan together, right? This should happen 5 years before you retire. Has that happened? Is your advisor focused on not just protecting your assets, which was number one, but here's indicator number two. Are they focused on helping develop an income plan for you, one that is stable, that will last your lifetime, where the stock market goes up or down, who cares, doesn't affect the stability of your income, and it grows over time? Have they shown you that? What does your written retirement income plan look like? I'm guessing most of you don't have one. So what did we say? Retirement's all about what, Jonathan? Not location, location, location like real estate. Right. Retirement's all about
income, income, and income.
Very simple. Very straightforward. So here's the thing. If you're sitting there, again, you're in your car, you're at home, you're at work, wherever you are, if you're saying to yourself, gosh, I'm not sure I really do have an income plan. Mm-hmm. Now, by the way, an income plan is not, hey, here's your diversified portfolio, we're just going to take 4%. That's not an income plan. That's hoping.
Yeah. Yes.
An income plan is, here's what happens even if the market crashes, and here's how you're going to be okay. So if you don't have that, give us a call. Let's get your free personalized Retire Right report put together for you. Again, RIGHT stands for risk, income, growth, healthcare, taxes. And let's get that put together. It's free, no obligation. All you got to do is give us a call. Jonathan, let's get the number out there. So first 10 callers.
First 10.
200,000 or more saved for retirement.
That's it. Pick up the phone and reach us at 512-886-5850. Again, the number is 512-886-5850. Now, it is after hours. You'll get our answering service. They'll get your name, number, and set up a time to have a conversation with me. And we'll just spend a few minutes together and see if we can be helpful to you and get you on the right track to get that Retire Right report and maybe turn something around for you.
That's right. The number, 512-886-5850. You want to call now. Be one of the first 10 callers. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll talk about indicator number 3.